John, what have you seen from Cam's game recently that has allowed for him to have a little run of success here?
Well, I think that line's played well. I think, quite honestly, I think Luke has been a catalyst with that line as far as the puck battles, controlling the puck, and it's developed a little bit of chemistry. You know when Cam's game is beginning to come together is when you notice just his quickness and darting onto pucks, darting into areas. He's playing more downhill and bringing pucks to the net. So that line has been pretty good for a number of games here.
Is it positional with him too, being in the right place when he needs to be?
No, I don't think it's positional. I think he's a smart enough to play to know what position. I think it's more instinctive. I think he's just playing with allowing himself to play, and that puts him in position. So I'm not sure if that answers your question, but that Cam, you don't want him overthinking. You just want him to play, and I think he's allowed himself to play.
And Panarin's going to find you, right? I mean,
yeah, well, it's not
helps.
just Panarin. You guys don't give Luke enough credit as far as his puck ability. He makes a backhand pass to Cam last night through 2 sticks, over 2 sticks, right before Brett has an open, the one that Brett hits the LA player. It's a great play. So I think when a line like that has played as well as has for the past few games, they're all contributing.
Do you like with Dubois? It seems like he's kind of not afraid to get into some scrums now. He's getting under people's skin a little bit.
He feels, it's when young players come into the league, players come in and they go through a process, and for each player it's different how long it is to cross that bridge of being happy that I'm in the NHL. I remember I looked at his face when we told him he made the team at camp, and now I look at him now, he knows he belongs here, and he knows that he can have some people follow him on our team and how he's playing. So that's the fun part about coaching, is watching guys develop that mental part of the game and not being just thrilled to be here and just taking everything in versus taking it upon himself. Follow me. So he's getting better and better.
As he gets more accustomed to playing in the NHL, to playing that position in the NHL, you think you'll start to see more of the playmaking and skill emerge?
I don't think he knows how good he can be yet, and he shouldn't, because he's still a young guy. I think he surprised himself even last night when Brett makes a great play on the wall, sucks a guy in, chips it off the wall, and it was when we're up 2-0, and Luke beats their forward and takes it to the net. He draws the penalty. It could have put us up 3-0 on that play. It was a big play in the game, but I think he surprised himself how fast he was going down that lane. That's some really good stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Tough game maybe to evaluate last night, and it's only one game, but what are your early thoughts on Vanek and how he played?
He fought it. He did it. He hadn't skated for a few days, had a practice with us. I think he's going to get used to the pace of how we're trying to play. I'm not sure. You may ask him, but there were some times like he gets a great setup with Wenny behind the net and kind of heals it just looked like, and he's so good with the puck. It just looked like he was just maybe a little nervous. I don't know. You should talk to him, but certainly not going to make an evaluation on the player on just one game, especially him just joining the team. Kind of he's sitting for a couple of days, practices for 30 minutes, and then plays a game. So we're going to allow that to develop and see where it all goes.
Bob in tonight.
Bob is in tonight.
What did you think of Corpy last night? 5 goals, Bud.
Yeah, as everybody, when you lose a game 5-2, he's got to be better. And it's not just on Corpy, but that's a big position. And as far as winning and losing games, I think he needs to be better. But there also needs to be, in certain key situations, our team needs to be better in front of him also when you give up 5 goals.
John, when momentum changes like it did last night, what's the proper response for your team?
You know what, Dave? I talked to you guys after the game, and after the first goal, I don't think the first goal is a good goal at all. There's nothing going on with LA. We're up 2-0. yeah, our power play doesn't work, but that's the one that bothers me the most with Corpy is the first one, because I think it generates some momentum for the other team. But I don't think we were as bad as I thought we were as far as just playing, because I thought we put in some good minutes. We just lose a coverage to make it 2-2. But the thing that bothered me the most when we lost our momentum to a lesser extent than I thought, we stopped our offensive flow. I thought the third period we had no offensive flow. I thought we lost our puck support. I thought we lost the ability to make a play and maybe a little nervous to make a play. We lost our flow offensively, and where we were just dynamite the first period. The pace we played, the north-south, the support, we were making 5-foot passes and we were through, we were coming out the middle. We just didn't see enough of that when they tied it up and took the lead. And that's where I think we need to change the momentum. We need to try to get back to that game. But give LA credit, they played better too as the game went on. And quite honestly, Jonathan Quick played better, because I thought we had him early in the game, but he got better and better and made some key saves at key times for them.
When you lose that flow, I guess that's what I'm asking. How do you get that back? Is there a formula, or is it just?
No, you gotta. We talk about you gotta let yourself play.
Yeah.
You can't be nervous. You can't be tentative because they're playing better. You got to try to up your game and get it back. And that's my biggest fear with our club as we enter these weeks here, is not to lose swagger. No matter what happens in the game, within the game, no matter what happens, if you don't get the result, we don't get the result last night, you got to come right back here with some swagger and stay on your toes. And that's been a battle all year long, is our confidence level. And we have no chance if we don't keep that, no matter what's going on in the game.
You don't map these things up too far in advance, I know, but 17 games left after tonight. How many of those does Corpy draw in for?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking me a question you know you're not going to get an answer for, so I don't know. Yeah, I just go day by day.
And Seth Jones has been taking a lot of shots on goal and been rewarded for it. Is he a guy that you point to for some of these other guys who are struggling offensively to be like, hey, he's taking a chance? And
yeah, just him getting up the ice. We have his goal last night. We have a great breakout, set play and a breakout. We come out the middle, weak side comes, and he's just tramping. Sees that their center breaks their stick, and it kind of opens up the neutral zone for us. He takes the ice. He's not looking to pass it. I think he was surprised there was so much ice there. Takes the ice and scores a huge goal for us at that point in time. So for us to continue or to try to be more consistent instead of the 1 or 2 goals, our D need to be involved in it, and he's certainly leading the way.
And lineup changes tonight, other than Bob?
No.
Really quick, just getting back to Vanek, I was talking to him earlier, and he was saying it was a little different for him with just how much the defense here jumps into the play. Like, it's all over the league, defensemen jumping in, but he's like, here,
really?
It's a little, yeah, he was just saying it was a little, he was finding himself, like, I have to get used to that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he has to get used to a number of things. I mean, you guys are, you think him and I are going to be, in 5 games here, I'm going to have him on the bench and yelling at him and all that, and we have to, I listen to some people that text me after the deal, and one of them sticks out the most, and a coach I have a tremendous amount of respect for, says he's probably one of the best offensive players he's seen from the blue line in. We all know Thomas isn't going to be a cam, a speedster, or anything like that, but he's a savvy veteran that has great offensive skills. I want to give him an opportunity. I have to balance that with the guys I have here now too. Like I put him on the power play last night, on the first power play. I regret doing that. I'm going to put him on the second one tonight, because the first power play has been going pretty well with probably one of our best players right now in Luke in the middle there. So Thomas will go in the second unit tonight here. And I've just got to find my way through it here as far as what's best for him. But young guy, veteran guy, come to a new team. Don't skate for a few days. We're not going to make our judgments on one game, and I'm sure he's going to have to learn a little bit more about us as we go through it.